payment plans and payment execution. How are they going to do it? We don't know. And if they're not going to pay, what should we do next? Please pay attention to this and see how we can educate ourselves and see how we can get disbursement. So subscribe to the update if you have not subscribed and listen very carefully.
This is just a follow-up on the messages we are receiving, and we just dropped one message this morning coming from Osim, but another question was reared up, which I believe also could have some significance to your expectations, and you might well want to know the answer to this. It was a concerned comrade who actually threw a question. There are two questions that are quite so significant that was thrown at Osim, and it required his submission very, very urgently. I'm going to take the two of them and see how that flows. The first one says that, good morning, great one. Thank you once again for fighting out this fake information that keeps destroying and giving us high BP yesterday. Kendra said, okay, I beg your pardon, that keeps destroying and giving us high BP. Yesterday, Kendra set the ecosystem on fire. So many people were rushed to the hospital. Please, the wise one, are they still going to pay the batch by batch to the stakeholders? All right, that's the first question. Then I'm going to take the second one also and get the answers all at once together. The second question says, good morning there. I know you are one person that love protecting your followers, not to have heart attack. Thanks for that. Please, Mr. Osim, tell me the bitter truth. Is disbursement ever going to happen in Nigeria at all? Secondly, is this so-called pioneer really exist, or one of those scams? Many of us in this grant are Christians. Why these ups and downs? I'm asking you because you know the truth. Now, these are questions of great concerns, and I'm going to get across to you the answers to this. Now, let me take the last for first, because the answer to the second question is a little bit quite so easier and shorter. So let me take the answer to the last question for first. All right, the response from Osim is that disbursement is sure. Disbursement is sure. Then for the pioneer, it's a pioneer. Let's see how it goes. All right, just let's pause a little bit. Now, for the pioneer, I personally have sent a message to him at one time when I wanted to go in for that. But he said he's not into that. So, and I asked again, who does he know that I can contact that does this? He said he doesn't relate with that. He's only specific about the UAHE disbursement, which he is sure of. So over time, Osim had never entangled himself with the pioneer slots at any level. So for him to say, let's see how it goes, is just because he definitely came out the other time and told us how it all started. How they were just bringing him into it, but then he wasn't too sure and confident of what was going on, so he relapsed from that. So I think that settles that. That is not to say that the pioneer scheme is not true. Get this message clear. For those who registered for that, you can understand where we're coming from. That is not to say, he did not say that pioneer is not real. You understand? And the same thing I've been saying all along, that the fact that I did not personally register for this scheme makes it invalid. No. The pioneer registration or the scheme itself could be true. For those who are enlisted there and are in expectation, yes, keep your hope high. But there are a lot of scams around it, which we have always advocated for people to be careful where they throw in their funds or who they invested with. And that's all that we could say about that. All right. So moving straight to the second question, which has to do with, are they still going to pay the batch by batch to the stakeholders? Now, this is the response of Osim. Say, good morning. It can be exhausting to repeatedly answer the same questions, especially when I've already provided clear information. Maybe it's time to create a frequently asked question or a standard response to help reduce the repetition and save your energy from more important things. The information I got, the team is making good progress on the disbursement process, and I'm expecting things to move forward soon. I'm keeping an eye on how today and tomorrow unfolds, hoping for positive updates. Fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly and according to plan. The payment process can't be batch by batch. And instead of being done in batches, it will now be done all at once. UAAG program, all eyes is on Apostle Ken Unwakama, the country director of the program. He is one to give account of the program. There is no way his disbursement would come last. Ignore those trash from the pit of hell's place. I am confident in this approach and want to reassure you guys that any claims of batch by batch payments are not true. Clear and timely communication can help manage expectations and reduce uncertainty. Let's keep praying for them. And that's what came from Osim. And you understand. So the wave of misinformation that Kendra circulated yesterday truly ignited a storm. It ignited a storm of confusion and despair across our ecosystem that left so many people distressed and unfortunately even leading to emergency hospital visits. According to the information I had, it was heartbreaking, and I want to acknowledge your pain. I am talking now. I want to acknowledge your pain. This is not how our people should be made to suffer in silence. The batch by batch payment to stakeholders, as was responded by Osim, with absolute clarity and conviction. No, based on that response, the payment would not be executed to subscribers in a batch-wise mode. That method has been officially ruled out. You understand? That method has been officially, a batch by batch method has been officially ruled out. The structure and the plan in place right now is for a full simultaneous disbursement. In other words, a one-time comprehensive release that is going to reach all the qualified individuals in one stroke and not in segments. And this decision actually was made to, the essence was to ensure that there is fairness and that this eliminates unnecessary delays which had pervaded the ecosystem over years, and also avoid the drama and chaos that the issue of batch by batch disbursement often causes. Because if you are not so careful, okay, look at, for instance, we talk about the big boys have been paid, and now the batch remains that the stakeholders should be paid, and one thing is coming up and all that. You see, so but if it was all a total one-time rollout, it just goes into individuals' account all at once. So the UAAG program, with all eyes that is squarely on the County Director, Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama, who is the central director and visionary behind this mission, cannot afford disorganization at this critical stage. So it would be illogical and also misleading to claim that disbursement would occur in phases when the final protocols clearly support a unified payout. And Apostle Ken is not just a figurehead. That's what I want us to know. He is personally the heart and custodian of this entire process. And there is no possibility that others would receive before the very one responsible for accountability receives. So please, you as a person, you are to ignore every malicious rumor that is suggesting otherwise. And those whispers are nothing more than fabrications that is coming from the pit of hell, designed to sow discord and keep hope chained in doubt. So all of these narratives that are coming that are fake, they are planted seeds of fear and confusion. So do not water them with your attention. You are just to ignore them and discard them. And instead, you are expected to anchor your trust in what has been confirmed by responsible sources. The team, I believe, is making visible progress behind the scenes, and we are all watching the hours ahead with caution and also cautious optimism. My personal prayer, as well as it is yours, which I believe, is that things would unfold peacefully and also without obstruction. This is Prince Seed Channel. In case you're new here, do subscribe, hit the bell. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also share it to very many other persons. I'm just going to be with you shortly and in a moment. Don't touch the dial. All right, welcome back, and it's just a pause. All right, and going forward, I ask you as a person to stay encouraged. All right, stay encouraged, and if you have strength to spare at all, use it not to argue online or panic. Don't argue with anybody. Don't panic. Whenever you panic, you become a victim under even a second panicking. Go and ask Peter while he was walking the waves, but under a second panicking, he became a victim of the tide. You are rather expected to pray for divine alignment to suit their courses, especially in this moment. We have come too far. We have sacrificed too much, and we have hoped too long to let false information steal our peace now. Let us continue to stand united in patience and in faith. Though the vision tarries, you are to wait for it. It would surely come to pass. Stay calm, stay wise, and stay hopeful. God has a good purpose for us, and that He will bring to pass. In Jesus' name. I'm an expectant beneficiary. You are an expectant beneficiary. All of other peoples are expectant beneficiaries. Apostle Ken is an expectant beneficiary, including Kendra Investment. All of them, they're out there. They are all expectant beneficiaries. Everybody needs this fund, and we are going to get it in due course by God's special grace.